My name is Jill Bray-Bowen, CEO of Northwestern Medical Center and your host of the NMC Health Beat Show, dedicated to discussing important healthcare topics of interest to our community. Today, I'm joined by Jonathan Newhard, our sous chef at Restaurant and Catering at Northwestern Medical Center. And also special guest is Kate Laddison, who is our community relations specialist extraordinaire. And we're gonna do some hands-on demo and show you easy ways to really prepare cut up fruit. So we're gonna be eating more fresh fruit, and we're hoping that you will as well. So thank you both for joining the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, so here they are. We're gonna be doing pineapple and kiwi today?
Yes.
That sounds fantastic, but these look like really big. So tell us, how do you choose the knife of what you're gonna choose? So we're gonna start with pineapple first?
We will.
Actually, maybe you should tell us a little bit more about you, because you haven't been on our show before.
Sure.
Now that I think about it, Jonathan.
Well, my name is Jonathan Newhard, and I've been at Northwestern Medical Center as a sous chef for 3 years now. But before that, I have over 2 decades of culinary experience working in hotels and restaurants. I went to culinary school. I did an internship at a 3 Michelin-starred restaurant in the Burgundy region of France. And most of my experience is fine dining, but this is a wonderful venue for me to do what I do.
That is really cool, really cool. And Kate, I know they know you, but a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I work in community relations at NMC, and one of the things that I love about my job is that I get to work with different people around the hospital, including Jon and the staff in restaurant and catering, so it's a real pleasure. We're glad to do this.
Excellent. Well, so we should get started, right?
Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna do pineapple first. So what are we going to use? So tell us about these knives.
So
here.
first, we've got a nice solid non-porous cutting board. I know a lot of people like to use wood at home, but for food sanitation, this is actually a little bit safer because it's easier to clean and it's not gonna absorb things and retain them for later.
Good to know.
I brought 2 knives with me today. This is the main knife right here. It's big, can be a little intimidating. It's called a French knife or a chef knife.
Okay.
They come in many sizes, so if that one looks too big to be comfortable, you buy them by the length of the blade. So this is a 10-inch. I use one of these at home as well, and I also have an 8-inch, so it's a little shorter, a little less intimidating if somebody's feeling uncomfortable with the big knife.
Okay.
And then this knife here is a paring knife, and I think most people are familiar with them. It's just a small knife, easy to control.
All right.
And do we have to spend a lot of money on our knives,
Not
or
at
is
all.
that?
Not at all. You can you kind of get what you pay for. You can find one of these French knives at a local grocery store or a department store like a Walmart or a TJ Maxx, and you could get one for 10 or 15 bucks. Or you could go all the way up to getting one forged in German steel and well over $100.
Wow.
You know, depending on how much you want to spend and how much you think you'll use it.
Good to know.
And you have to be really kind of careful. I mean, you have to, how do you keep that sharp and everything, right? You must...
There are different ways to sharpen them. You can buy a sharpening stone. There's 500,000 different gadgets you can get for home. They have steels we use in the commercial kitchen, like you see guys on TV doing.
Yeah.
I could really spend time on that.
Yeah, we could
even
do a
if
whole
you
show
wanted
on
to,
all right,
how to
knives
sharpen
We'll do
it.
that.
sharpening,
All right.
right?
But let's get into these fruit.
All right, yes. So shall we talk about pineapple first?
Let's do that. Okay.
All right. So most people are familiar with the pineapple.
Okay, I got this one.
The pineapple, of course, is the international symbol of hospitality. So that's very nice. Most pineapples you'll find come from Mexico. They're also grown in Hawaii. The pineapple that's grown in Hawaii is largely made into canned products or juiced. So most of our fresh pineapples come from Mexico.
Interesting.
It's a little bit daunting looking, kind of awkward.
I mean, I'd kind of
almost
walk right by this,
feels-
at the store, because it seems like it's going to just take too much, but you're going to simplify that.
It's pretty
for us.
easy, yes.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'm really thinking about the body of the fruit like a sphere. So what I'm going to do first to peel it is take off the top and the bottom, creating flat surfaces. This way it's not going to roll around on me while I'm trying to get the skin off.
That's a good point.
You could just lob it in half and take the core out of the middle and hold it and eat it by hand if you wanted to. But what we're going to do today is show you how to peel it.
Okay.
So you can see where the little brown eyes are around the outside.
Yes.
That's how far in they want to go. You want to take the brown eyes out. So a little bit deep. And now I'm going to look for the brown eyes around the sides and use that for my goal. That's kind of my guide, where to cut.
Really?
So I'm sort of following the curve of the pineapple as I go.
So as you're talking about the brown eyes, you're talking about, let me take one of those pieces. These little pieces here. That's
Yes.
what we're looking for?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
There's just a little,
Yep.
they're probably edible, but it's not a pleasant texture to bite into.
Gotcha.
So the next thing we're gonna do
Wow.
is if you look in the middle.
Oh, it smells so
you can see
good.
there's a core right there.
Right.
And that
right.
is also edible, but it's tough, it's fibrous.
It's good to know it's edible, though. I
Possibly
mean,
very healthy because of the fiber inside.
Okay.
One of the restaurants where I worked, actually, we would save the pineapple cores, and a couple of the guys that I worked with who had grown up in Hawaii would eat them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
They
Okay.
said, why throw that away? So there's two ways to remove the core that I'm going to show you today. You can also buy a corer. That's a cylindrical thing that you just stomp down in the middle.
I don't need one more gadget in the kitchen.
So we cut the pineapple in half.
Okay.
There's our core. My favorite way is to just make a little V cut. One side, turn the pineapple around, go in the other side at an angle, core slides right out,
Voila!
and there it is.
That's great.
From here, you could slice, or you could go through like this, maybe, and do smaller pieces for a fruit
Oh,
salad.
nice.
You can really do whatever you like. Now, some people are afraid if they're going to try and take the core out using the V cutting method, if they slip, where's that knife going to go? So there is a way
Okay.
that I can show you that's a little
Safety.
more safe. You're
Okay.
gonna come down through again,
Yeah.
so you have quarters. And being right-handed, I'm going to turn it so the quarter's down. This way, I'm going to go in at an angle again, but my knife's going to land right in that cutting board
Oh.
Yeah.
instead of someplace I don't want it.
That's
great.
smart.
So once again, you've wound up with a chunk like this, which you can then slice. This is how my kids like to eat pineapple slices, that
Kids,
shape.
your kids.
Yes, they love it. Or you could go back through and dice again for your fruit
fantastic.
salad
Wonderful.
or cocktail or whatever you like.
Beautiful.
And look at
That
how
looks
much
good.
pineapple you have.
You definitely get a lot of food out of one pineapple.
That's fantastic,
yeah.
actually. And you've made it look really easy because, to be honest, I've been walking by these, and I'll buy it cut up before I will grab one of these. But you've convinced me. This is easy. It's fresh. It's
really
the
not
freshest
hard.
right
this
here.
This is the way to get it the freshest, for
And
sure.
then you could cut it up and throw it in the fridge and have pineapple all week. You've got enough there to have a few days worth of fruit, maybe.
That is very much what we do in my house.
Oh,
is
great.
I'll cut the whole pineapple up and put it in a container and just get a little bowl out when I want one. And it's
That's
good to
fantastic.
go. Lasts for a week, for sure.
And fresh is so delicious, right?
Oh, it
my
tastes
gosh.
much better that way.
Love pineapple. Yeah.
So, pineapple is also very good for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There are
Is it
lots
it's
of
healthy
health
for us?
benefits. Yes, pineapple is very high in potassium. It's also very high in vitamin C, and it has this really neat chemical in it called bromelain. I believe I'm saying that right, which is kind of like nature's aspirin. It keeps your blood from clotting, so it's very good for cardiovascular health.
Ooh.
Actually, the bromelain in pineapple is strong enough that if you were to make a salsa or a sauce out of this and put it on, say, a grilled piece of chicken or pork, that bromelain, if you let that sit on that protein long enough, will actually start breaking down the proteins in your dinner, which honestly results in a less tasty dinner. So it's something to bear in mind if you're going to make a sauce with a pineapple.
Interesting.
Don't hold your food in the pineapple sauce because it gets this weird kind of mushy texture as the bromelain starts denaturing that protein.
So you put it on after it's cooked
Correct.
and serve it
Yes.
that way.
Interesting.
Great.
Can I try it?
I was going to say, I just dying.
really-
I mean,
I
I
like to-
I feel like I'm
smells so
drooling or
good.
something.
I know.
It looks so good.
I haven't had breakfast.
It looks like a good one.
Oh, my.
Wow.
I mean, this wouldn't last me a week. I need to tell you, just so you know.
It's so delicious.
That's a nice pineapple.
And I don't mind canned pineapple sometimes, but like this, there's no comparison. There's no
beautiful.
comparison.
That is beautiful.
Another health note is when you buy canned fruit, pay attention to what it's packaged in. Because a lot of times,
Yeah.
if you get canned fruit, they'll pack it in sugar syrup. They have to put some sort of liquid in there. And the syrup it's added sugar to your
Right,
diet, right?
right.
I mean,
So sometimes you can get it not packed in.
you can get
Is
it packed in water. But
So look for
you
that.
really have to pay attention to the label because they don't market that as much.
Or even better, you could buy the whole thing fresh.
Yeah, I'm definitely sold on this. So I'm hoping you all are watching and you're running out to get pineapple because this is beautiful.
It is great, and it's
Yeah.
widely available. It's not hard to find.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Excellent. So that's pineapple.
So that is pineapple.
Excellent. So
So shall we move on to kiwis?
we've got kind of two different types of kiwi sitting in here. One's a little hairier than the other here.
Yes. So let's talk about these two kiwis because this is pretty neat. We've got, this is your standard kiwi, and they're 50 cents a piece. They're delicious,
They are. I
and
love
they're
kiwi.
pretty easy to work with as well, just like a pineapple. It might be something people are unfamiliar with, but once you see how easy it is, they are incredibly easy to deal with.
Excellent.
This kiwi with a little bit smoother skin is a specialty variety. I did buy both of them in a local grocery store. So there's our regular kiwi, beautiful and green. And this actually is a lovely way to eat a kiwi. You can cut it in half and just take a spoon and
I know. I sit at my
Scoop it
desk
right
and
out.
this is what I do.
I did not know that. I've
Yeah,
been
cut it in
peeling
half
kiwis.
and scoop it out with a spoon, and it's
Comes
just
with
a
its own
beautiful
cup.
thing.
It comes with its own cup.
It's a quick snack, you know, when you're on the go or you're sitting at your desk, and
Throw it in your kid's lunch.
absolutely, and they can just spoon it out. I mean, it's a great
Oh.
thing.
that is a golden kiwi,
Wow.
which today is going to be my first day trying a golden kiwi as well.
No, I've eaten
Interesting.
those. I'm definitely a kiwi fan.
So I believe they're a little bit sweeter.
They are a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter, a little bit softer than the greens.
Nice. So there's our first way to prepare a kiwi.
Nice.
Not
That was-
difficult at all.
That was
It's
easy.
done. We almost blew right past it. You can cut them in half and scoop them with a spoon. I don't think it gets easier than that.
Perfect. Simple. See, if eating fresh fruit, it can be so simple. So sometimes we're always on the go. We're so busy, but fruit is so healthy, and it really is easier than we think.
Yeah, when it
Definitely.
comes in its own package and you can just put it in your bag and you have a
right.
spoon and you're ready to go.
That's right. Yeah.
and then
that's
no
right.
no packaging to recycle.
Correct.
Just put it right in the compost.
Yeah.
That's right.
beautiful.
That's right.
So if you did want to peel a kiwi,
Yeah.
which is how I frequently do this at home, we
Yeah. I
start
want to
with
make sure I do this right because this is good.
taking off the little stem ends. And just like the pineapple or the vast majority of fruit, if you think about it as a round sphere, you've just made a safe space to set this down without it rolling around on you. So you've stabilized it. And just like the pineapple, only with a smaller knife. This peel is very thin, so I'm gonna try and go as close to the skin as I can, but at the same time, I'm not really worrying too much about.
Now, can you eat the skin? I mean,
a
I
matter
never
of fact,
have, to
you
be honest
can.
with you, but
A lot of people choose not to because it's texturally it's a little bit funny.
Yeah.
It's a little fuzzy,
Yeah.
and especially with the green ones, it's a little bit tough. I feel like the
The golden
golden
skin
ones might be
be
more tender.
Yep.
So I'm actually
But you
looking
could
forward
eat
to
it.
trying that later. So I'm just going right around the outside, and then you've got
Look at
your peeled kiwi.
that.
Voila.
yeah.
That's great.
Isn't that a
because
beauty?
sometimes I try to peel it, in my hand, which
That's
is probably
when I
the
do
worst
it.
way to
Yeah.
do it.
If you
I totally do it in my
if you
hand.
slip, it could be
Yeah.
trouble.
Right.
But
This is good to know. This is cutting fruit. Use the board.
Make a
Be
sphere out of
safe.
it.
Yep.
Be safe.
make a flat space to set it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut one end off so you have a flat surface,
Yeah.
and then
Smart.
keep that flat surface rooted while you do the
Yeah, because
the
they're
more
pretty slippery.
delicate work. Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
Now they're like really slippery, and you've got gloves on.
From this stage, my son would take it and eat it.
Just eat it.
He doesn't mind. He will not wait for me to cut it the rest of the way.
That's
What's your
great.
son's name? You should say
My
hello to
son
him.
is James.
James.
So-
All right. Hi,
Hi,
James. Excellent.
Yeah.
How old is he, John?
He's 5.
He's 5.
But so from here you can, you could cut your slices again. I worked in a fancy
Yeah.
bakery for a little while where we made fruit tarts where we lined them
Yeah,
with fresh kiwi slices as part of the garnish.
yes.
because it looks so beautiful.
I eat kiwi every day, and honestly, the way I like it the best is I just cut chunks about that size and I put them in a bowl, and as I walk past the kitchen island, I grab a chunk of kiwi and pop it in my mouth, and on my way I go.
So, and they're healthy too, right? I mean, fruit is all healthy,
yes.
but is there anything particular about
Kiwis
the kiwi that
are-
we should be thinking
Kiwis
about?
are a bona fide superfood. Kiwis
Ooh, superfood.
have over 20 essential nutrients in them. For a kiwi this size, you get all 20 of those essential nutrients for less than 50 calories.
Oh.
They have carbs, but they have the great ratio of fiber that gives them a low glycemic index, which means that your body's blood sugar is not going to spike when you eat that. They're like our pineapple friend over there. They're high in vitamin C, high in potassium, which is great for your heart health as well. They're high in vitamin A, high in folate, high in copper. Right? The list
So
just goes
a
on and on and
diabetic
on.
could eat this then
Certainly.
too, because we want to make sure that these fruits can be universal, but some are better than others as far as
And what
their
did you
glucose.
say about the cost on those, John? I mean, they're pretty affordable, right?
Oh, definitely. These are 50 cents a piece right now. They're on sale, 2 for $1.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The golden kiwis.
Watch out, there's going to be a run on
Right.
kiwis.
The specialty golden kiwi is, I think specialty must mean more expensive. It was $3 for a bag of 5.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're really not that much more.
Okay.
I really like the texture of them because the little seeds have that crunch to it that's just really
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
And they color up a salad too. When you're making a salad and you throw the I mean, I don't know. They just add that's fun to a salad.
Okay, do we get to eat this one too?
That's right.
Sure do.
All right. I saved this, so perfect.
I'm going for the big
I'm
chunk.
so sorry we're eating in front of all of you. Hopefully you've got fresh fruit at home too. Oh yeah.
I do like kiwis.
Yeah. Yeah.
They remind me of a strawberry in some way. I don't know
Awesome.
exactly why.
You'll find kiwi and strawberries paired together with in a lot of things, beverages.
Oh, maybe that's
dessert
why.
treats and
Yeah.
things like that.
That's wonderful.
Delicious.
Well, this is fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being part of this show.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
I think we haven't done demonstration shows a whole lot. I think this is really fun. We'd love to hear from you all if this is good, if this is helpful. So we put the right information on the right shows, but I think demonstrating, I think people will be more comfortable, I know I will, about buying a real pineapple, you know?
Agreed.
And not have it cut for me, but this is, you get maximize the freshness and the content by doing it yourself. So thank you. Thank you very much. So it's great. So thank you both for being on the show. And thank you all for joining us. I'm Jill Brayborn, the CEO of Northwestern Medical Center, your host of HealthBeat. And we want these shows to be entertaining but useful so that you want to tune in all the time to learn what's happening in healthcare and how we can help you live a healthier lifestyle. So thank you for joining us today.